joining the July 2025 results meeting. Let's get started here. How do we do? What we ended up with is over $1 million. Okay, let's give it up for ourselves. Over $1 million in premium. That's our second time we've ever done that. We sold 467 policies more, and it was just a lot better than what we did in June. June was, with everything that happened, it was just a bad month, so we had to have a bounce back month, and that's exactly what we did. We sold 165K more than last month, and compared to last year in July, we were at 693,000. So compared from last year to year, we're also increasing our numbers too. All right. So in our history of our agency, how does this rank as far as best months ever? Second best month. All right. So great job, guys, team. Average sales per agent went from 24.2 to 25.7. Not counting Roxana. Okay, she just started at the end of the month, including Luis. Though it wasn't even his full month. Now, policies sold per day went up a little bit too. I still feel like we could get that up. Like we're just averaging like a little bit over 1 per day per agent. I think it's very reasonable for us to sell more than that. So we want to get that up. And then average premium per agent went from 48K to 56K. All right, so it really shows how much premium is increasing here. Policies sold per month by how much policies we're selling. So we're at 467. A lot better than 435. Still a lot less than a couple months ago. Higher premium, that's right. Okay, higher premium is really making a big difference. Average premium right now, you guys want to take a guess?
2,200.
2,000, yeah, very close, 2,184. Oh. Yeah, a little bit. All that AI you're using. So again, we're not selling as much policies, but we're very close to where we're at. We're doing a lot better than June. So much needed bounce back month here. Looking at June, this is what we looked like here, and then this is July. So what type of differences do you guys see here? Higher premiums all around, right? Okay, so in June, we had 6 agents under 40K. So that's something that we wanted to address here. And we only have here 3 agents under 40K. Also, we have, looking at, here we had 4 agents under 35K, and we only have 1 agent, okay, under 35K. So a lot less agents down there, and then the big one that we'll get into is 2 agents over 100K. So in a lot of ways, the top is selling more, and then we're having less people down there moving up. So that's something that is gonna really help us out. All right, so great job there. We want to get everybody over 40K. Our average is 56K, so we have a lot of people, we still have some room for everybody to get higher, and that's what we like to see is more people, more agents making more money. All right, so Luis joined us on 7/7, so welcome, Luis. More on him later. It was Jackie's 2 years work anniversary. So thank you. And then we also had a work anniversary July 17th for Laura, 13 years. Okay. One of the things with business I'd like to add is that it just really becomes important to be able to trust somebody. It becomes really difficult to do that at times, and that takes sometimes years to build. So when you have a team that trusts each other, that's when good things happen, and a lot of times it takes years to build trust, and that's something that I really appreciate when it comes to work anniversary, especially Laura's, because 13 years. So thank you so much, Laura. And then who else joined us at the end of the month? Roxana. All right, July 28th. So both agents coming from different places with different sales experience in the insurance business. So our team is getting stronger and stronger, and I'm very excited for the direction we're going. All right, what else is this? Bounce back month for us. We already talked about the stats, how it bounced back. We did not qualify for the progressive push. Okay, we're gonna run that back. We're gonna keep that one going so we could get all in the habit of writing progressive, quoting them. We started off really slow. At the middle of the month, we were like, what is going on here? This is not looking good. And we finished very strong, so very happy about that too. All right, so let's get into the winners here. Agent of the month as far as 5-star reviews. So getting reviews is super important. We had 141 5-star reviews last month. So we had 10 at least receive 1. So Diana, America, Enrique, Alexis, and Espady. But here are the top 3, but there's a lot of ties. So Luis with 3, great job, Luis. Lupe with 3, Chris with 3. He's been winning this the last couple months, so I guess it's going to somebody else now. Marty with 3.5. All right, way to go, guys. These reviews are huge. But this agent will take home this winner trophy here. 5-star reviews of the month. This is actually her second time. Let's get up for Angie. Congratulations.
Well, I didn't even ask for the reviews. I think.
I like that.
I don't ask for it. They just happen. No, but I'm surprised that I got actually reviews because again, I really don't ask for them. But I think just building the relationship with the client, and once they get that link to leave a review, they, based off their experience with me, they leave that. So it feels good to know that I did a good job.
All right, thank you, Angie. I think one of the things that helped you probably was just a sure amount of sales that you got. When you get a lot of sales, you get more opportunities. Those links get sent out. But if you really care about somebody, then they really appreciate you, then they take the time to leave you a review. So even if you don't ask, you get reviews because they felt like, hey, thank you so much for your help. So all these agents here, great job, guys, are getting the 5-star reviews last month. All right, most hours worked. Who do we have? We have Mari and Jackie. Now, the average went down to 91% last month. So it wasn't a great month for us attendance-wise. We did have 7 agents over 100%, Victoria, Enrique, and Angie, and these 3 here. So who is our top who worked the most hours last month? Alexis. That's right, with the 108%. 198 hours worked. 3 more hours than Mari, so it was very close. As always, the Saturdays really help us and helps him too. 3 Saturdays. And year to date, he is averaging 108%. And every single month for 7 months has been over 100%. So great job there. Most phone calls, all right? So we have America with 492, great job here. Alexis with 590. And these are the agents. These phone calls are mostly outbound calls. So great activity there. You guys are trying hard to make all these calls. America, 127 more calls. But the number 1 agent with the most phone calls goes to? That's right, Luis with 728 phone calls. So Luis, this is his first time. In his first month, he made 587 outbound calls. Okay, out of the 728, 587 outbound calls. There's some of you guys don't even make 100 or 50 outbound calls in a whole month. 587. Calls per hour, how many calls per hour is 4.4 calls per hour. And this is the most anybody has made calls since Alexis' record this year in May, 644. So great job, Luis, once again for most phone calls. Most phone hours. We got Jackie with 59, Luis with 72. Great job, Jackie. 10 more hours in June. Most hours on the phone, beat Luis by 2 hours. That's right, with 74. Great job there. 3 months in a row now, and even more than June. And he is our year-to-date leader. This 73, well, 74, 73. That's his average for the whole year so far. So great job, Alexis. Now let's get into the best month evers. We have 5 best months evers. All right, this is exciting to have so many best months ever. And we usually don't do best months ever until somebody's first full month, but I still do want to shout out a best month ever for somebody who didn't even have his full month, just because of the outstanding month. The best month anybody has had for the first month, not even the full month. So 47K, let's get it off for Luis. Okay. A new driver has entered the race. Started on July 7th. One of the weeks he sold 23K. Obviously, when you start July 7th, you're not going to start, maybe you sold it the next day or something like that. We've got to a really good start. Number 1 in quotes already, 136. Again, the outbound call is 587. As a business owner, that's what I prefer. I want somebody to want to make a ton of money. Come in here and want to work, come in early, work from home, take every Saturday possible, make a ton of outbound calls and make money. That's we're all on the same team here. I prefer somebody to do that, and I'm so happy that we have more potential A-level players here. So what an impact that he's going to make on our agency. First month, it's just the beginning here, but I do want to present best month ever to Luis.
It's heavy is a crown. But yeah, honestly, I'm just a little bit of a try-hard. So that's honestly as simple as it gets. I don't have a lot of priority in the first month, so I just wanted to make sure that I could make up for it by just calling. That's pretty much it.
All right, that's all right. Yeah, that's very true. In the beginning, you don't have any rewrites opportunities, people, no part in the chat. So yeah, finding a way to just make those outbound calls, I think it opened a lot of our eyes. Hey, when you have leads, it's great to just call them. I know Laura's been assigning them to Luis and just finding ways to, finding the ways to get your numbers up. But trying hard, that's something that sometimes people will say, like, if you get that, oh, don't try so hard, don't work so hard, but just remember how your first month was as far as effort and activity is, because if you keep that up, great things are gonna happen. Okay, so don't let anybody slow you down. Let's keep it going. All right, we have another special best month ever here, 47K as well. We're so happy for this agent to not only get off the PIP program, but have their best month ever. Who do we have here? First, we want to recognize Iris at 47K. Okay. Okay. She had her best month in May. Okay. So compared to last month, 27K more, from 20K to 47K. 93% retention, 95% accuracy. Closing ratio went from 13% to 29%. And Iris is just somebody that we're so happy to see her do it. If you have to do it, you could do it, and that's what you showed and proved to yourself and to the whole team. So congratulations, Iris.
Well, it's not anything different from the previous months. You know, each month I come to work ready, even though I'm busy with sports, school, with my kids. You know, I still come every day. I'm trying to work as hard. You know, this month, you know, all my clients ended up coming through, just following up on them. So I'm happy with the results I ended up with.
All right. Yeah, way to do the follow-ups, that is key. But yeah, when the motive is a little bit extra stronger, then the results came. So I'm really happy to see that. We also have best month ever at 53K. She's not here right now, but we have Day. Okay, so she did 3K more than last month. She's still getting the tickets and the payments and the customer service, even broker fees. She did it with the 88% attendance, which means that she's really far off from her full potential. Okay, so she is somebody that has great stats while she's here, so we want to see her even get higher because she definitely has the skill to do that. And then we also have another special best month ever at 60K. Let's give it up for Angie. All right, big time difference from last month. 5-star agent of the month as well. Okay, 104% attendance, first in tickets. I think the big number here is 100 quotes. 102 quotes. You know, if you quote more, you're going to sell more. Closing ratio went from, let's just say it went up 15%, okay? So big numbers there, 25% higher. And another thing that I want to recognize for her is her willingness to help out with the content, which is super important as I'm trying to really blow this place up, trying to get more leads for everybody. And that's something she's also really helping us out with. She helps us out in a lot of different ways. Also just helping out, you know, Luis and like people with late shift or newer and stuff like that. So all around team player, but really happy to see your own individual results and your own income increasing this month too. So let's get up for Angie.
I think just one of the biggest motives that got me going at the beginning of the month was a conversation that Alexis had with me when we had lunch with Jackie, the in and out talk. So he basically kind of, even though I already know what I'm capable of, but I think hearing it from other people kind of pushed me to do better. So I was more consistent, quoting more, scheduling callbacks, just being available for clients. And yeah, working Saturdays and even the holiday on 4th of July. So that was a big help. But yeah, so proud of myself for getting the number that I got. Hopefully I can continue doing it.
All right. What was said in that talk? I want to know. Well, yeah, I just felt the urgency there, but taking the July 4th and just beginning of the month, they were like, no, I can't, get in this situation here. So, the PIP program, I didn't want to like cause stress, but it's just a way to help you guys because you guys can do it. So I'm happy that it's motivating you guys in getting to these numbers, and really happy to see someone like you, Angie, and others taking advantage of your skills. All right, we also have a couple more best month evers, but we'll get to them a little bit later. But these are huge numbers here. 107K, we got Enrique. Congratulations, Enrique. Let's go for Enrique. More on him later, but his best month ever previous was October 2024. This is the second time getting over 100K. And then it was close. But at the end here, he held off Enrique and ended up with, what did he end up with? 112K, Alexis. So he just, we'll more on him later. But great job, guys. I can't be more proud of you guys. New business broker fee agent of the month. We have Espedi at 5K. Okay, 5K. We have Diana also at 5K. Espedi's third. Enrique with 7,000. So this is his best month ever for broker fees. And Espady actually, her broker fees increased over 3K. And the top broker fee agent, this is a major award here. All right, yep, that's right, for the second month in a row with 8,630. Let's give it up for Alexis.
The broker fee, same thing as always. If you compromise with certain policies, you can lower them and make up for the next one, depending on the conversation, as long as you don't lose the sell. But obviously, sometimes, I mean, right now I'm trying to fire sell, so I'm like, all right, I'll do 160. But that gives me space because I already know that I reached my goal, right? What I want in return for my commission check, which is, I think is very important to get a solid commission check from broker fee, and also seeing the value of yourself, like for your broker fee. You need to, like, I try to average a little higher, given the service that we're going to give in the future. Not just myself, but the team CO. We're going to be attentive. So that's why we charge a little bit more, and I don't feel bad for charging and seeing your value, and I see it as, in a sense, not working for free in a way without getting anything in return. So seeing the value of yourself and being comfortable at the sell, I think, is going to help push for that, and selling more policies, obviously.
All right, thanks, Alexis. It is a team effort, you know. It's a service that we all offer to our clients, which is very important to us. And yeah, there's value there of having with us. Our voicemail ratio is 97% last month. It's the best we've ever been. Okay, and when we get a voicemail, it's like everybody panics and just starts calling them like crazy, you know, because we only get 10 voicemails a month during business hours. And we're open for a lot of hours. So, but yeah, thank you, Alexis, not only with the broker fees, but also helping out. You know, there's so many little things I know you guys do that this is my opportunity to say thank you guys for motivating each other. That's so important to be as a high performance team, so when we have people that want to help each other, which we'll actually get into a little bit. Now, our average as a team went down a little bit, 171, because we've been more flexible in waiving them. Okay, we just want to get agents to get sales. Okay, so that's been okay. 171, we're doing more broker fee payment plans. That's okay too. So our average went down to 171, but that's actually part of our strategy. We want more customers to take care of. Okay, we don't want to lose sales for having to charge that. Commission-wise, Alexis made $1,000, Enrique $700, Espady is $568. Average-wise, $204. Chris highest, Alexis $192, and Enrique $189. All right, so great job there, guys. Team. Hustler of the month. We got 3 nominees here. Jackie representing for the ladies. Alexis, Luis up there, okay, for not even working a full month. First in phone calls, second in phone hours, 93% is Alexis, most hours, second in calls, most phone hours. And Jackie, great job there, 107%. It's just hard to be nominated even with all these hardworking agents we have. We're looking at calls, texts, quotes, phone hours, and just total hours worked. And might give you a pass, but getting up here. But well, who you guys want to hear from? Let's get up for Alexis. Well, let me go over some of the numbers here. Okay. Yeah. 108%, 190 hours total. 3 Saturdays. Those Saturdays really helping us out and himself out. 590 calls, 74 hours on the phone, 800 text messages with this third, and then 133 quotes, which is second.
Well, it's an honor to be here with the nominees, and always being part of this category just means that you love what you do. That's the way I see it. You love what you do. You're good at what you do, and you're focused. And then I truly thought Luis was gonna take this. I was like, oh, he's up there, but I'm honored to have both of you guys there. But anyway, my point being is that that's even more motivation for me, you know, to have other people there, and to always be there. I think it's a good formula. A great formula to see the results, right? So the phone hours, phone calls, attendance, you're here, you're on the phone. It's going to reflect if you're following the script, and then being confident, it's going to reflect with your numbers. So it's all tied to that.
All right. Thank you, Alexis. Yeah, one thing he said there that I really believe in is like when you see hard workers, it really helps out the rest of the team. You know, and he says that he likes it when other people are working hard because it pushes him too. So that's something that I really appreciate. Those of you guys that are really pushing hard, it's like not only are you helping yourself, you're helping the rest of the team. You know, it's kind of like racers or like swimmers or different sports. People are like, they at the end they're trying to beat each other up, but at the end of the season or at the end of the games, they're like, thank you so much. Like, you pushed me. they're like even like boxers. They're like, I can't believe it. They like hate each other, but at the end, it's like you pushed me so hard, bro. Like you helped me get to the level, and I respect you so much. So competition in that way really helps. So let's keep pushing, guys, pushing each other, pushing yourself. That's really how we win in this business. All right, most policies sold. Diana, Lupe, and Espedi with 30 each. Great job, guys. Okay, with all these policies sold, this is a major category. Enrique with 39, that's a great number there. We also have averaging 25 policies, but the number one agent for most policies sold goes to Alexis with 45. Okay, we're just gonna give this to you right here. We'll save one more for you though, okay? So great job there, Alexis. Now we wanna get into the agent accuracy results here. This is something that Yu-chan's category, we're gonna have some training here, and this is something that could lead to some frustration, okay? So this is something that we wanna work on, but thank you guys, America, Iris, and Alexis. I mentioned in the last meeting too, but sometimes it's like, wow, can you sell so much and then not have any incompletes? But it's actually like, well, the reason you don't have incompletes is the reason that you could sell so much. One of the phrases in business is like, first you gotta nail it, and then you scale it. You have a system that you have, and then you could do a lot of it, okay? But if you don't have a system that's efficient, then it's hard to sell as much. Now, total percentage went down from 81% to 76% of the team, and that affected a lot of stress at the end of the month for Yu-chan and Sophie. That's something that's kind of like one of my priority lists right now. I will tell you guys, and I talked about this in the last meeting, is that I don't want to make any major changes right now. Okay, we guys already went through a lot of changes. We're probably going to be looking at more changes like at the end of the year. Okay, one of the things that we are considering, first of all, we're going to have training for agents that are struggling with this, because we're at a point, not just because of the incompletes, but because of we're planning to sell more policies, that we're going to need extra help in TCO for the accounting rule. That's an additional payroll for us. So if you have inefficiencies, that's causing us to have to spend more money that doesn't lead to production. Okay, so if everybody was efficient, then we wouldn't have to spend money on administrative assistant roles. So starting January, okay, there might be a situation where this may affect comp. Okay, but we have plenty of time to work on this. So you do want to develop your systems here, be really good at putting in policies and have a reasonable amount where it's not causing extra strain or work for others, because it's just business that operates better with efficiency. But just like anything else, we don't expect you guys to be like, boom, you guys got it. Training will be provided, and we're going to help you guys have efficient systems. So not only are you selling more, but you're also providing customers a better experience as well. All right, guys, morning huddle team of the month. All right, early shift, 24 policies. Thank you, Marty, for running them. It's been a huge help for me to just have you taking over that role. That leadership is something I very much appreciate. Which team won it, you guys think?
Middle.
All right, so the second place was the middle ship at 25.5. So that means the team that won it this month, Laura's nodding proud. Okay, is leadership with 27.1 policies. Now, this is something that I kind of want to move towards as far as like a monthly bonus that we do, but we got to get over the progressive one first. So let's do the progressive one first, okay? Let's try to get that one done as soon as possible, and I want to do this one as a contest because I think it'll be fun, but we just have to, do one at a time. So I don't care how long it takes. We're not moving away from the progressive until we get that one. Top tier agents, the average was 56K. These are the top tier agents. Angie, 60K. Genesis was 63K. Great job, Genesis. All these agents were very much close to the top three. It was very close to the top three there. It came down to the very end. And then Diana was 64K. All right, so great job. Let's give it up for Genesis and Diana and Angie. Okay, so being right there near the top three. Now the top three most premium here. This is our first time in the top three since April of 2024. And making it in the top three is not easy, right, guys? With this team here. With 65K, barely narrowing out Genesis and Diana, but finishing the top three. Let's give it up for Lupe with 65K. Right.
I don't know. I honestly expected more from myself because I wanted to be my best month ever. So I think it was off by a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I just tried my best every day. I was kind of tired some days. But then I thought about my baby registry list, all the prices. So. But I think I could work on my broker fees and my incompletes. So there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's great that you talk about that, when we're recognizing you, but you're talking about what you could work on. So that just shows what type of growth mindset you have. Like, hey, this is great, but these are the things I want to work on. And that's a sign of more growth to come. So she did 26K more than last month. Second in closing ratio was 40%. Third in most policies sold, 3 reviews, 2 Saturdays. The things that really stands out to her is 6 progressive apps. Okay, and then also selling the first one off our WhatsApp chatbot. Okay, so one thing I could share with you guys about Lupe is her, and it helps me young, but her adaptability. Because the world's going to continue to change. And we need agents that are able to be like, hey, we got this new carrier, this new technology, and to be like, okay, let me find out about that. And that's such a skill that as we mature, we always want to have that mentality of like being agile and learning new things. And Lupe is someone that has that ability to be adaptable and continue to learn. I think that's the key word for her is how smart she is and how she's able to learn and use things, new things to her advantage. That's something I really appreciate, and I think that's all something we can all learn from. And to top it off, she's always been the nicest and the nicest team player ever. Super excited to see you go through this journey. You did have an announcement. We were supposed to announce it in this meeting.
I know, I was too excited.
Too excited, but you want to share?
I'm growing balls, guys.
I've never heard anybody say it like that. Let's give it up. All right, super special time in our agency. Super happy for you, not only with the success, but success outside of your family life too. All right, top two we have here, 107K. Let's go over some stats first before we bring him up here, okay? Enrique in the top 3 for the last 4 months now. New best month ever, surpassed it by $4,000. First in text messages, 900. Second in policies sold, 39. Second in broker fees, 7K. Third in closing ratio, okay, 10% higher closing ratio than last month. 104% attendance, 114 quotes, 2 Saturdays, made $6,500 in commission. Add that to the base, and man, so close. $20 away from 10K. $9,981 is what he made last month. But yeah, like I mentioned, it's great to see somebody getting up there with Alexis and pushing each other. It was great to see that. And 100K club, I remember when you first did it, it was a big deal. It was very difficult to do, and you kind of broke the barrier there. And I'm glad to see you back in that club there. So let's give it up for Enrique for an incredible month.
No, because the policy I was supposed to sell that I would have beaten you.
Yeah,
I didn't sell it till the next day. So kind of this one.
Take your glasses on.
I don't even know what to say.
You said enough, man. That's crazy talk.
Oh, well, I mean, my goal this month is to just beat Alexis, To make it over 100. But yeah, I mean, the whole month was pretty good. And I mean, that's all I got. I don't know. I'm lost for words right now.
Okay, that's all right. Let's give it up for Enrique. I remember at the end of the month, he was like, hey, great month. He was like, yeah. It was like 100K, dude. He was like, oh, it could have been better. But that just shows the expectation or the competitor in him. Sometimes, yeah, it's about the numbers, but that's a great motivation. That's just going to help you guys take each other to the next level. So help each other. You guys are helping each other, really. So appreciate each other. I know there's respect there. Got to be tremendous amount of respect there because of just like you guys all both understand how much work is involved to get there. So it's great things to see, and I'm looking forward to seeing more agents get there. 100K club, they're welcome to have more agents. It just pushes everybody together. So one of the things we're going to talk about is expanding our vision and thinking bigger. So that's what you guys are both definitely helping us do. All right, agent of the month. Let's go over some of these stats here. 112K. First of all, after dominating Q2 with 3 straight 100K months, starting off Q3 with another 100K month, best month ever. He's averaging 90K for the whole year, 4 months in a row, agent of the month, and over 100K. 7 straight months. I think what's incredible is that like at the beginning of the month, when it first started, like all the way back in April, it's like, oh, you're pacing 100K. In the beginning of the month, it's like, oh, he did it. And the next month, like first week's like, oh, you're pacing 100K again. And he does it. It's like, it's been so consistent, like pacing at that 100K, which is very difficult because sometimes you get off the slow start, but it's been like the whole, for 4 months in a row, he's you've been pacing at 100K, and it hasn't been that much ups and downs. The consistency is incredible. 108% attendance, policy sold number 145, accuracy number 1, phone hours number 1, broker fees number 1, 8,600, second in calls, second in quotes, broker fee average third in text messages, $7,500 commission plus the base. Now for him, I'll let you guys know that the 2 referrals does help him a lot, especially writing at these numbers here. Okay, so great job there. That's something we appreciate. And he made $11,000 last month. He was on pace to make 120K. But now he's way higher to make that pace now too. So more agents selling is better for us. And the consistency and just having that pace, what I talked about, is something I appreciate. So let's hear from Alexis. Incredible month. I really want to thank you for just stepping it up for us.
What can I say? Yeah, another great month. But always the consistent belief in myself, and then it's always friendly competition. But I do know that Enrique, like last year he was doing well. He would always believe in me and he would tell me just get there. So that always remains with me. The idea that your friends or your peers believe in you is also a great motivation. Aside from you believing in yourself. And also a key for myself is not getting too high off my numbers. I'd love to see it, the recognition by all means, but I do know there's the next month and with sales, everything resets, new month. And there's other people coming for me, and they're coming for the spot, which is great. I think we're going to average multiple agents with 100,000, over 100,000. And then to me, that indicates whether I'm going to try my best to remain there. Right now I feel like I'm behind, so I need to do my best. It indicates that we're able to do more and we're able to get more bonuses for each other at some point if we're able to make more. So that's the only thing. Like for you to make money, it trickles down to us, and then we're able to have more opportunities for management and for ourselves, right? And to hire more people. So that's the way I see it. Just trying to make more money, and my motivation, my reason is obviously next month I'm probably not going to be here for a while. I'm not sure. But I don't know how much I'm going to take, but I need to make money, right, for when the baby comes. And most of my reason is that I need to be here more than anything. Not that I want to. I do want to, but I I absolutely need it, And then so to me it's like a non-negotiable. I have, every call that I take, I try to find my reason. And if I lack, I know that it's fully on myself, reflecting on myself. And I reflect on my paycheck. So, but by all means, I think I appreciate being here once again.
All right, thank you. Yeah, it just brings me back to that moment too, when I found out I was going to be a dad for the first time. It's just something inside of you, that changes, and I just love seeing that, how you responded to the blessing. And it's a beautiful thing to work hard, not only for your family, but to help the team. And what you said there is that you want to help the whole team, and that's something you're definitely doing. So let's get up for Alexis one more time. Well, you know what? Let's hear from Laura. Actually, let's bring her up here. Okay, let's see what she wants to tell us. But anything you want to share?
Well, first and foremost, it would be to get everyone over 40K, just so that, again, even though you guys have individual goals, we also have goals on our end. And, just as you all want to make money, I want to make more money too. So don't leave me behind. I always say, don't stay behind. Don't leave me behind. So it's a team effort. And yeah, we know the potential that everyone brings in this office, and we wouldn't push you if we didn't know that you can get there. So yeah, let's keep pushing each other, motivating each other, and just, at the end of the day, the payout is for you as well. So just take advantage of it, okay? Because opportunity's here. So.
All right, thank you, Laura. All right, what's next for DKIA?